Hello everyone, today we're going to take a look at Twinit. Twinit is a matching game from Rapos Productions. What's interesting about it is though it's a matching game, which seems like a child's genre, it really is quite fun and actually quite competitive for adults to play. So let's take a look and see how this cool style and cool game play out on iOS. Twinit has a few game modes, the first being search mode. This is a single player game in which you're trying to find the symbol it shows and clear the board as quickly as possible. This is probably the way that will be most commonly played by those who are playing solo. So as you can see, there's a picture up atop and you must find the symbol that matches that picture. Everything that is available is shown on the board, however on the edges perhaps only half or a portion of the shape is shown. So as you can see, I'm rapidly trying to clear what is on the board, and it's a process of finding what each shape is and not confusing it with a very similar shape of the same type. And while the game is very simple, it definitely has a great appeal for both kids and adults. One cool thing is if you look at some of the shapes, some of them are definitely references to popular culture, which is very interesting. I don't know how sanctioned these are, but they are pretty neat and pretty fun and add a nice little flair to the game. The addition of online leaderboards allows us to be very competitive, especially for adults, to see how quickly you can clear the board, to see if you can match up with some of the best in the world. Right now, I think the top score is like around 50 seconds or 45 seconds to clear an entire board, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, overall, it's a fun little hip kind of matching game. Apart from playing solo, there is the versus mode, which allows you to have two people playing on the same device. This is by far the best pass and play or tablet play type game that I've played in a while. There's no hidden information, the multi-touch elements work well, and players can play at the same time, both having enough of the same screen that they can compete and see who can match the most shapes. This works really well with couples or also with small children, and it appears to be a great way to play this game. The multi-touch controls seem to work very well, and I didn't ever have any situations where it felt like one player was not allowed to control for some reason. There is sometimes a problem of bounding box trying to hit the individual shapes, though I'm not sure if that's definitely with the program or just the fingers of those using the program. We now come to a mode that I'm terrible at, called co-op mode. In this mode, you are trying to find the only match of shapes on the board, which now, looking at the video afterwards, I can see clearly, but while playing, I totally missed for the full time limit. This is definitely, I think, the most challenging mode, because you do not have a starting point, but you are looking for two shapes on the entire board, and there is only one match available. This is a very interesting mode and is meant to be played either alone or with friends to help speed up the process. In the credits, you can see that the game is actually based on a poster, which is quite interesting, and it's definitely something I'd like to check out. It's a poster that kind of takes these same shapes and sort of displays them in a similar fashion. The game also features Game Center integration with leaderboards and challenges. This is very interesting, and the fact that you can compare your times both in solo mode and co-op mode, which is very interesting and very competitive, as you can see, as players have managed to complete the solo mode in a very speedy time. Twinit is a very simple game. It does not involve a complex UI system needed or a complex rule system to manage. All we have here is a very beautiful matching game, and it does this simplicity very well. It is one of the most sleek apps I have ever seen, with clear navigation and easy to use menus. I feel that this is really the path that simple games should take in all accounts possible. Twinit knows its market, and it aims for it. It definitely would appeal to children with its fun, whimsical design, but also to adults as it has great pop culture references and other things to entertain them. I definitely think that Twinit is a good example of how simplicity should be done on iOS. It doesn't try to be more than it is and simply presents a simple, fun matching game. As you may have gained, I highly recommend Twinit for both children and adults and recommend picking it up today.